Hello again. I'm out here in an area where I've done an awful lot of work. This area has been years in working. I've done it by myself. I enjoyed it. I like looking back at it and seeing what I've accomplished with what my goal is. And moved into this area back in 2006. And as time went on, I worked on it a little bit at a time. That being said, one of the reasons why I'm out here today is I wanted to share something with you that I do as I'm clearing an area out, which, by the way, you can tell by looking the stages. The younger trees are closer to me, and as you look further and further back, I've got more bigger trees out there. And the one thing I want to tell you that I do is when I clear an area out, I grind down all the stumps. I push everything off to the side, and then I'll come in with a disc the living daylights out of it. And then what I'll do is I'll plant clover in there, which you can see the clover. That is a white clover. White clover will last 3 to 5 years if you care for it. But during that time frame, once it's established, clover will put nitrogen back into the ground. And I try to keep it mowed, and with the dead cuttings of the clover, that's where the nitrogen gets into the ground. And by the way, trees, they do well with nitrogen. Nitrogen is a key for a lot of plants, and but trees really do well with nitrogen. And I'll show you something about nitrogen later on that may surprise you, but for now we'll just talk what I'm doing here. Now, you see I have tree tubes. The tree tubes, those trees, it gives those trees an opportunity to grow straight up. That tree is reaching for the light. And you also notice the tree tubes are white. I don't go with the black tile. Black tile will damage those trees. But anyways, when that tree gets above the top of those tubes, it's above the browse line of deer. Yes, I planted these trees with the idea of food source for deer. Yes, I deer hunt. And I like to think that one day this area, which it already does, will cause deer to gravitate and possibly give me an opportunity to harvest. That being said, this is my personal man cave. I enjoy being out here. I come out here every day. Now, way in the back, with the bigger trees that I got are chestnuts, and then there's smaller chestnuts, and then there's smaller trees. You could tell by looking how I've worked this out. It's just the bigger stuff in the back, gradually work my way forward. And I always come out here. I'm out here every day. I check things every day, and I notice things every day. I'm paying attention to what is going on, and I try to learn from that. And that being said, sometimes you may need to go to a nursery guy to talk to. I do it because they're the ones with that vast wealth of knowledge. But anyhow, now my persimmons I have out here, I've planted them just last year. I planted some. They were 6 inches tall. I've got one right over here behind me. It's already above the tree tube, well above the tree tube. That tree is almost 6 foot tall, which that's hit 5 foot of growth in 1 year. Can't believe it. I'm astonished by it. The other ones are doing well, but not as well as that one particular tree. And I planted some seedlings that I started off from seed germination myself over this past winter. And by the way, very first one I planted out here, it was only about 3 inches tall when I planted it earlier this year, and it's already 6 inches tall. Or not 6, 12 inches tall. So the nitrogen in the ground is a key. And like I said, I enjoy it. And if you enjoy some of the videos I have, don't be afraid to subscribe and hit like. My name's Jim. You have a good day.